Hello everyone. So in this video, we will learn how to send Slack channel message for new Basecamp to-do list. So imagine this, you are using Basecamp to assign tasks for your team members. So the idea is that once a list of tasks is created in Basecamp, you want to share it with your team members on Slack. So here you have two choices. The first choice is copy the list of the tasks from Basecamp, sort it out, and manually send a notification on Slack. Now the problem with this approach is it's actually very repetitive and tiresome. So here I would suggest that you bring in some automation so that whenever a new list is added in Basecamp, automatically send a message on Slack. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Basecamp and Slack. The best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you with an example. Okay, so as you can see, this is my Basecamp account and these are the projects we have, and I'm going to create a new to-do list. Okay, so the name of the list is zinc price have risen, and we are going to add some extra detail. The price rise is due to electronic industry. Okay, electronic industry demand. Please purchase. Okay, so basically this is wait a minute, let me just correct this. The price rise is due to electronic industry demand. Please purchase. Let me just add this to the list. Okay, so a new list, that is zinc price have risen, has been created. We also have entered the description. So let me just take you to Slack and let me show you what is the message that we have got. So this is, let me just refresh this. Okay, so we do have the message. Zinc price has risen. The price is due to, I'm sorry, we have actually refreshed it. So let it get refreshed. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the message zinc price have risen. The price is due to electronic industry demand. Please purchase. So basically, this is what we want to do. Anytime a new list is created in Basecamp, it will be reflected as a message in Slack. Now to begin the integration process in the new tab, let me just type pabbly.com. So your obvious question is why pabbly.com? Well, we have an app called as Pabbly Connect that will integrate Basecamp and Slack. Now this is the website of pabbly.com. Let me just click on sign in. Okay, so this is basically the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also build your own free account in just 2 minutes. So let me just scroll down and here you will find Connect. Just click on Access now. Okay, so basically we are going to create a new workflow. That is why I'm just going to click on create workflow. Now before I create a new workflow, there is something I have to do. So I'm just basically closing this and I'm going to switch off this workflow. So basically this is the same workflow that has integrated Basecamp and Slack. The reason I'm switching off this workflow is because since we are going to create a new workflow, this old workflow will be running in parallel to it. Now, if this old workflow runs in parallel to the newly created workflow, there will be a problem of duplication of result. So basically, the same message would be sent in Slack twice. So to avoid the duplication of results, I have switched off this workflow. It is actually none of your concern because we are going to start from scratch by clicking on create workflow. Okay, so we are going to give a name to this workflow about Basecamp to Slack. And let me just click on create. Of course, you can give any name according to your discretion. It is none of the issue. So when you click on save, you will find a window appears in front of you. This is basically the trigger window. Now, since we are going to create a new workflow, there is something you should know. If you directly want to access this workflow, you can clone the template using the link which I have shared in the description box. So in the choose app, how about we make it as Basecamp? Because we want to send the data from Basecamp. That is why. Basecamp it is. Okay, so now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new to do? Okay, so basically this is the one we want. Okay, so I'm sorry, not to do. new to-do list. Okay, so basically we are going to create a new to-do list. Okay, so basically new to-do list is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new list is created in Basecamp, then what action should be taken by the system? Now we do have a ton of trigger events, but in case if you want more trigger events according to your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com, or you can just approach the help section. From the help section, you will be directed to the forum called as Pabbly Forums. Here you can make a request that you want so and so triggers. So let me just take you to Pabbly Connect and let me just click on Connect. In the new credentials, let me just click on Connect with Basecamp. Okay, so it is trying to authorize. So basically, before you click on allow, let me just tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. So on the basis of that trust, let me just press yes, allow access. Authorization is successful, just press OK. So when you press OK, you will find 3 blanks in front of you: the account, the project, and the webhook URL. So basically the account is this thing. Okay, so basically this is my account. Okay, so that is why it is being reflected here. Now as far as the project, so these are all the projects that is present in my Basecamp account. Let me just show you. So these are all the projects. Let me just show you the projects. These are all the projects that is present in my Basecamp account. All the projects that is present here is being reflected here. Now what if I create a new project? So let me just create a new project. The name of the project is office list. Okay, so let me just click on save. Okay, so a new list has been created. Let me just refresh this. Okay, and after that I will be refreshing the project section. Okay, it has been also refreshed, so I can expect to find this newly created project in the drop down. Yes, we do have the list, that is office list. We have selected it. So in the usual cases, we just copy this webhook URL and paste it in the triggering software. But in the case of Basecamp, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request to integrate with this particular project, office list in Basecamp. Let me do that. Okay, so this is the API response. So basically we have integrated with this particular project in Basecamp. This means anytime a new list is created in this particular project, Pabbly Connect has to capture the data. So as to ensure that Pabbly Connect captures this data, let me just click on this button, capture webhook response. Click this. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. So let me just take you to Basecamp, and this is the list. Okay, new office list, and I'm going to create a new to-do list. So the name of the list is upgrade Windows 10, and I'm going to add some extra details. Windows 8 is slow. So just a small description. Let me just add to the list. Okay, so the list has been created. Okay, upgrade Windows 10, and the description Windows 8 is slow. So let me just take you to Pabbly Connect and let me just explore. Let me just show you. So as you can see, we have got the data. So this is the title, upgrade Windows 10. And let me just scroll down and let me just show you the description. So where is our description? Okay, so nope, we haven't got the description on what. Yeah, so basically as you can see, we have got the description. The Windows 8 is slow, but unfortunately with the description we have this extra div thing. Okay, so this is looking clumsy. We have to remove it. Okay, we have this extra div thing, so we have to remove this. So what we are going to do here is, before we map all this detail into Slack to send a message, we are going to remove this part. Okay, we basically want only this part, Windows 8 is slow. So to do that, let me just introduce text formatter. So this is how you do that. So this is a new window. So this window is called as the action window. Now we are going to introduce text formatter. So the reason is we have to remove the div part. Okay. So in the action event, how about we make it as text parser? So basically what will text parser do? So it is usually to give an input. Okay. So basically let me just show you, it will be better. Okay. So let me just click on connect. Okay, so basically, first of all, we have to map the text that we want to get refined. So the text is basically this. So let me just scroll down and let me just add the thing. Okay, let me just add the list. So yeah, so this is the one. Now, as you may see, it is not showing the div part. but it is there. Okay, so this is the same thing that has been mapped. Okay, div Windows 8 is slow slash div. So basically we have to remove the slash div. So first of all, I'm just going to input this. So this is the part that has to be removed, and this is the part also that has to be removed. Okay, so we are set, and let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so this is the result. Windows 8 is slow. Okay, so we are ready to create a message in Slack. So to do that, let me introduce one more action window. In the choose app, how about we make it as Slack? Slack it is. In the action event, how about we make it as, okay, let me just load the action event. Send Slack channel message without image. Send channel message without image is an action event. We do have a ton of action events like send private message, add reminder, get user by ID. All of them are bunch of action events. Now, just like the triggers, if you want more action events according to your choice, go to Pabbly forums and make a request that you want so and so action event. So let me just take you to Pabbly Connect, and let me just click on connect. In the new credentials, just click on connect. Okay, so it is trying to authorize. So before I click on allow, you already know this, Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe with us. So let me just click on allow. Okay, so the authorization is successful. Just press OK. So when you click on OK, you will find a set of blanks in front of you. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to compose a message in Slack from the data that we have received from Basecamp via Pabbly Connect. So in the channel, it is showing general. So this is because we have a ton of channels. So let me just show you all the channels. So these are all the channels that is present in my Slack account. All the channels that is present here is being simply reflected here. Now I am planning to create a new channel. So for Basecamp, I'm going to create a new channel. So that is why I'm just going to click on add channel. Create a new channel. The name of the channel is Basecamp data. Okay, so let me just click on create. Okay, so I'm going to add three or four people. So yeah, so the channel has been created. We have added 4 people to it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on refresh. So when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created channel in the drop down. So this is the channel. Where is our channel? The name of the channel was Basecamp. Yeah, Basecamp data. We have selected it. So the idea is that whenever the message will be sent, it will be on this channel. Okay, now coming to the message type, I'm keeping it as plain text. Now in the message, we are going to map it. So this is how you map it. First of all, we have to enter the card name, the task name, that is upgrade Windows 10. I'm going to enter a space, and after that, I'm going to enter the reason, that is Windows 8 is slow. Now in case of the bot name, my name is Michael. I want to send all the messages in my name, Michael. Okay, in case of bot icon, we don't have any data regarding the URL, so we are just leaving it as empty. So all we have to do at this point is just click on save and send test request to send a message on Slack. So let me do that. Okay, so this is the response. Okay, the data has been sent. So let's have a look. So yeah, upgrade Windows 10, Windows 8 is slow. So the presence of this message shows that we have successfully integrated Basecamp and Slack with help of Pabbly Connect. Now before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to minimize the trigger window. Then I'm going to minimize the action window. And I'm going to minimize this action window. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated Basecamp to Pabbly Connect, and then you have introduced a text formatter. The very essence of removing the text formatter is we have to remove the div section. So we have removed it, and we have got the data. Windows 8 is slow. And then we have used this action window to create a message and send it on Slack. Excellent. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Basecamp and Slack. Excellent.